People who, in many instances, have absolutely no clue what they are doing. The Marxists, the anarchists, the looters, the agitators.
And we're live.
Are you done? It is. It is the professional hour. Welcome back to your show about holistic healing, autism awareness, Tylenol,
fuck Tylenol,
and cryptocurrency and business solutions. Inane blather. Yeah, synergistically.
Awesome.
It's Inane Blather. Episode 153, inaneblather.com. YouTube.com/@inaneblatherpodcast. I think is what we figured out last time.
I was just trying to remember. I was like, I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up. So
breaking up, man. I got a bad connection or something. Yeah, but you're back. Anyway, your internet connection?
They're calling it 9/11, but good.
And they say the same about our show. A show that is not any of the things that I previously mentioned. Joke's on you. It's actually just a show for raving lunatics and a bunch of
headstrong, stubborn, quibbling, self-centered, vindictive, obnoxious, hormonal, sexually preoccupied, evil, thieving, cross-dressing jerks.
That's right. So
I'm sure people are just jumping in at episode 153, and they were really,
like,
they really got that joke. Yeah,
I saw this thing recommended to me because I watch Hassan Piker. How do they do that? I'm like, this is where we teach you about cryptocurrency and how to love
if you buy
Israel.
Our course.
No.
Yeah.
But the Men's Warehouse guy. You're gonna like the way you look, I guarantee it. And he was at the end of all those ads and stuff like that. They kind of stopped. Supposedly, this is what I learned from Cumtown. So, but his name was George Zimmer, and so they decided it was just not worth it to just keep him up there. It was always had his name, his signature, and everything. And then Trayvon Martin got shot. George Zimmerman was all over the news.
Zimmerman, yeah. I'm just a man named Zimmer. That's totally different.
Too bad. Time to get anti-Semitic.
Change your name or.
No.
Hey, get the fuck out. Yeah.
Yeah. You've done a lot for us. So, but shout out to Men's Warehouse. Not really, but just good listeners can remind me to go pick up my button-up shirt there. I need to do that. It's already paid for. I need to go get it. So.
I don't listen to this show, so you won't get a reminder.
I'm not asking you.
So.
Are we going to get in an argument right now?
Yeah. Yeah, right off the bat.
Immediately? Oh, my God.
Yes.
The American people are tired of women.
Isn't that the truth? So, all I can think about lately, with all of the goings on in the world, is how good the Mariners are. So there's a...
Oh, yeah.
So there's a bright spot, a great... I mean, just riding the high until I inevitably just come tumbling down to earth.
Crash and burn.
Oh, man. It is going to be horrific. It's going to be so sad. My goodness. I'm going to need some comfort.
This is something we just talked about, have a couple friends here, is that's how you stay you don't get cynical, you don't get jaded, You take those things because as adults, it's very easy, because even if the Mariners do totally flop and fail and whatever,
This is,
blah,
this
blah,
is
blah,
brutal,
blah,
man.
whatever. Oh, the internet connection. Yeah, you're totally frozen. So that's a bummer. But you look good. So that's cool. But, we have to do... Oh, man. That's such a bummer. Because you're probably like, after you already got your
you're back.
ass kicked in
Nothing.
putt party.
I didn't get any of that. None
I
of
know.
it.
I just was talking.
Oh, okay.
And it's like,
But now
I
it's
think you're just
back.
frozen there. And I'm like, after you already got
It's
your
happening
ass kicked
again.
in putt party.
Let's see here. Okay.
Mobetta?
I mean, I can
I can't tell if you're just really still.
I can hear you now. So
We could just take the video off.
well, I'm recording video. But let's see here.
But it sucks.
Yeah, let me check something here. Oops, wrong one. But yeah, what's
This is
funny?
like back to our disc too slow
we
days.
we have talked about no, this is on the video. Man, I'm only getting 25 megs right now. Brutal. 23, 22. Disgusting. But
Disgusting.
we talk about those little things that that can make up life, and how sports can actually be good, emblematic of the human spirit, cooperation, competition that is actually good, blah blah blah. People who go on about sports
It's
ball,
a game. That just happened tonight to me, and I snapped at my friend because she's like, "What? You guys like the Mariners?" I'm like, "The fuck kind of question is that?"
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? This is my opportunity. I did it. I said, that's racist. You know what? Because all the guys that are like the majority of the players are men of color, and like just joking around or whatever.
Just
but I was
really-
like, it's so.
That is the
Yeah.
way to
We were all-
brutalize a leftist.
I know.
You don't like
We were just
baseball?
laughing,
Oh, I guess you
but-
hate Latin America.
Okay, all right,
I mean,
whatever. Like,
whatever.
I guess you'll watch all their animes, but you hate that Japan loves baseball too. I guess.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
hate-
okay, so you're just gonna pick and shoot. Yeah.
You hate Cuban American Yasiel Puig, huh? Interesting. Very interesting.
It was funny. No,
but-
it was really funny, but it is really human, like you're saying. It's like competition because it is just a game. It's not fucking heart surgery. It's not like, people's lives are not at stake in the way football, whatever. It's just
Yeah.
fun. It's just
Yeah.
like really fun.
Except for when that
like,
guy
what
got
a
his
fun
neck
time.
sliced by the hockey.
Yeah. So
Just
hey,
doesn't happen often, It's
yeah.
not boxing, all right? No, it's a team sport. Okay.
Team sports. Yeah.
But yeah, and what's funny is that just today on Twitter, that got brought up. I saw someone use the term sports ball unironically, saying like, "Oh yeah, because sports. There's no sports ball there because it's real men." And I was like, "You using the term
Where?
sports ball unironically shows you're no real man." All right, that's so stupid. And the person who immediately started arguing with me and thought it was so upset about sports and sports ball and all of that, you know what they were? They were a straight up Nazi. So take that as you will. You click on their profile, it's straight up the what is that? The golden sun or whatever that
Oh,
neo-Nazi
that's so funny.
symbol all over their
Oh my gosh.
profile. All about.
I wish I could run downstairs and tell my friends that. Like, I guess you guys have a lot in common. Huh?
That was just today on Twitter. He was calling me the F slur, and I'm like, I don't know, you're pretty mad, dude.
Yeah,
But it's like-
that's so funny.
Yeah, and I was like, well, it's I guess it's pretty easy to rile up internet Nazis anyway, but I was like, that's funny.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, so you're not,
They're very sensitive.
I guess he's just still upset on Hitler's behalf for Jesse Owens or something like that. I don't know. Like,
Exactly. That's what I said.
yeah, he's like, I don't like them beating us at everything, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
He hates
I'm just going to ratchet it up the next time someone does it. Not that you're racist, but well, okay, you're just like Hitler. I mean, you know, he didn't like that.
Yeah,
fair
you ever heard
competition
that
and all
heartfelt story of like the Jewish soccer teams is passing the time in the concentration camps and stuff? I mean, whatever. You know, they played soccer and stuff. You know, I guess they call it football.
Hitler didn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would even humanize the concentration camp guards. So, you know.
But I mean, hey, you don't like it, you don't like it. Some people, I guess. Oof.
Man, I've got your camera is sending at a low frame rate. This may be
Hell
caused
yeah.
by high system load. Am I also like running something else here? What is happening? My CPU usage is at 1.5%. I'm recording 720p video in a live
Nobody
chat
cares.
and recording 2 tracks of audio. And yeah.
He is cold, hollow, and violent.
But,
Well, I'm going to a Mariners game tomorrow.
Yes.
So,
I know I was
Abby
just
and I are doing that.
bringing that up just because I think it's funny to, you know, have as a total non sequitur on this show. And I don't know if anyone that listens to the show really cares that much. I know Amanda follows along, and I appreciate that. She sends me updates sometimes when I'm not even listening to the game, which is nice. But Umberto is a Mariners convert.
Oh yeah.
It's
They're
gonna be
playing the
it's gonna be
Mariners
rough
are
when we meet the Dodgers again in the World Series. That's all I know.
That's
it's gonna
what
be tough for them.
Though, you know, Umberto has an Otani jersey and has totally, man, one highlights video on YouTube. I was like jaw dropped, like this guy, whoa, like once in a lifetime player.
Yeah.
Really cool. I hope the Mariners
Generational
play
talent.
up to the Dodgers level this weekend. You know, they're playing the Dodgers this weekend. So it'd be fun. And it is fun. It's a nice, you know, also what's fun about going to a game is you get to like, how many opportunities do people usually have to like yell and scream and jump up and down? Like when we went to the game with my work and stuff, it was 12 innings, you know, and then at the end, you know, the final struck him out or I guess they were at home, so it wasn't that. So it was a sac fly by what's his face, this pitcher with this backstory. He's like, or the catcher. He's like third string catcher.
Fly by
brought up from the minor leagues.
Still hasn't even had a hit in the majors, and he wins the game on a walk-off sacrifice
we were like
fly.
jumping
and
up and
everyone
down,
was
hugging each
screaming.
other.
Yeah.
In the crowds, people walking past, high-fiving.
Yeah.
It was so fun out in the streets. Like
Camaraderie.
everyone was just like, it was just really like all the tense, you know, the anxiety of waiting, and then that huge relief. Yeah, fuck yeah. And you've like been cheering, go Cal, and you know, all this. It's just like, it's so much. And because you don't have the opportunity often, I mean, like literally people it's like, make louder, jump up and down and like clapping your hands and stuff. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Yeah. I mean,
baseball's
even
just a great sport for it too. The tents
storm
and the
game
go
that we
and,
went
like,
to,
you
know, really getting into it. Oh shoot, man, the video part is I don't hear when you're talking sometimes. That's the problem. So
Never been a problem before.
no, but yeah, baseball is a good one for that. It was basketball, which is a little more constant. We still had moments like that, and even in a game where we lost, and it's still, you know, all of that. It was like they had, that was an opportunity for a special night honoring a sports hero, you know, a local sports legend and things like that, and it's just really fun. And like you said, especially where it's you know, you can revel in like honoring or whatever someone like Sue Bird instead of like, trying to take on emotional and political baggage for an individual person when it's like you follow a politician. Like, it's way more cult-like to like love these people that aren't sports stars, like sports comes and goes. It's fun, and because its impact is generally like, when it's all on the field impact, it's those emotions at games. It's like fun camaraderie and sportsman competition and rivalries and stuff. It's like all positive, I mean, off the field, these people can do horrible things, and then you can be like, well, I don't like them. It's like, whatever. They weren't writing legislation for you. Sue Bird didn't, if she lost a game for someone, it doesn't mean that some trans people died or something, or like abortions didn't get done. It's
a game. It's like it's a game.
It's literally
fun.
a game.
It's about it's baseball. It's basketball. There are these players that play it, of course, and it's fun and special to watch them be good and be so good sometimes. But it's like, well, it's a game. It's fun. It is. That's so funny. I text something in the group chat yesterday about like how so a game is just an unserious thing. The worst that happens is someone loses,
and someone
but
has
in order to have competition, if somemeo's going to be a winner, there will always be a loser. Umberto said that,
and
like, they're not
am that loser.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a sore loser, but Umberto is definitely not in any way at all a sore loser, or like they're just
Shut
like
the hell
perfect
up,
competitive.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit. I'm not a sore
If someone
loser,
beats
but,
me in
I'm
like
for sure.
in like a tic-tac-toe game,
I hope you get ass cancer and die, you son of a bitch.
But this is the thing about like our politicians, like when there's a winner and a loser, because they just play it like a game. It is a game to them. I said it in the pod or in the chat that it's like they're so like, things are deadly serious. They're like deadly unserious. They're unserious
being
people.
Unserious
running,
is deadly.
Yes, in their position.
Yeah,
it
true.
fucking is. Like listening to Donald Trump pronounce acetaminophen, these things, these public appearances he's had lately, it's like, what a fucking joke. How they're not him at Charlie Kirk's memorial service. I don't want to talk about any of that because it was boring and just like exactly like how fucking lame and awful and stupid. And there's one humanizing moment at someone's funeral. Jesus Christ. Like, you guys are just talking politics and stuff. But Donald Trump, it's just like, this is like the death of a young friend of yours, supposedly. I mean, someone who really like
figure in
fucking
your
had
movement.
your back too.
Yeah.
And like you said, you're friends. And that's how you act at his funeral. They are not like serious people. Like they're like, okay, we're not going to get, they're still people, Doug. They're still people, I guess. But
that entire affair was like, I couldn't believe it wasn't a joke. Like, I told Amanda, I was like, did you see any of that Charlie Kirk memorial service? She said, no, I just heard some about it. I was like, well, you would not believe. I was like, it was like a WWE event. It was
Stephen Miller.
Wild.
I'm like,
Stephen Miller. So have you seen the, not just comparisons, but the...
Like to Goebbels?
It's like almost plagiarized from Goebbels.
And
it's crazy.
Guys, this is a funeral. This is a funeral. This is a funeral.
It was a political rally.
Yeah,
it's like that they were able to so cynically, like connivingly use his death to get a televised rally like that. To be able to, and with like that, I just sent you that thing.
I'm like trying not to laugh. Like, holy shit.
But like a televised event that also especially in that moment, supposedly you can't even complain about because it's a memorial service for this guy that got assassinated. You'll lose your fucking job or something. Where it's like, and they get to use that to have like this shielded, like societally shielded political hate rally on live television. And luckily, I mean, I saw a tweet today, shout out to whichever one of my mutuals said that, I forget, but she said, she was like, yeah, thank God that, we finally were able to catch our breath after laughing all this time and realize that, that no one gives a shit about Charlie Kirk anymore. I was like, yeah,
that's like,
I was like, Jimmy Kimmel's going back on the air on Tuesday. So,
and like, it just feels like, does his wife care? Because it's like, there's that moment where she says this thing, and it's like, sure, if everyone listened to that last episode, know how I feel about Charlie Kirk or whatever. I know that his wife loved a Nazi, whatever, all this kind of stuff. She loves him in her own way, whatever, because she's a bad person. So, but she talks about the notes that he would leave her. He'd leave a note every Saturday because he traveled a lot. And he always left a note for her. And she's like choked up and emotional talking about this. This is her dead husband.
Yeah.
And it's like,
who just
really,
died like 10 days before that.
Yeah. The only humanizing moment. And it was like, yeah, he had a family or whatever, obviously. We all know that. And it's like, wasn't that like all that you guys were fucking talking about? Was like, what a great, like, I mean, he's like a father and he's this young man. And it's like, so where did that come up again? Like, you guys gonna, like, I mean, it just was so, like,
instead of talking about the state of the country and
the state, I mean, it just was really, and to talk about like deadly unserious, these unserious people, Charlie Kirk is literally fucking dead because of their lack of action on
because of their
gun
unseriousness.
control. Because it's a game, because it's a huge political show, all of it, like, it just really,
that whole thing with it being a game, and it really is, I mean, just, not even like just Republicans, but like right-wing American politicians, like center to right, all these establishment people. That's really what it is, which is why so Tim Heidecker was on Hassan Piker's show. They had some, which was awesome, and they had some good talks and stuff. And they were talking about, because Tim asked Hassan like about Charlie Kirk and whether he knew him, and Hassan was telling, he's like, yeah, I knew him. Or whether he had debated him, he's like, yeah, I had a couple times and I was going to again. And and he's like, what is it like kind of before and after kind of thing, because you guys I mean, differ so much, and or is it cordial, or what is it like? And he kind of related that to, because Hassan's like, he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't like the guy, because we have different values,
what would you even talk about?
Charlie Kirk being, I mean, it's all just built on sand grifting is your values, really. So Charlie Kirk, he'd come up to us, hey, well, we'll have fun out there. Wow, you really got me there, or like make jokes or try to be
very Tucker Carlson
trying to be cordial when it's like, why? Like, why are you? I don't want to talk to you. We don't like each other, as far as I can tell. We're diametrically opposed. And he related that to
your opinions are detestable.
How people are like that in Washington. How, and you'll see that that the politicians say,
God.
well, we still get along. We go to the same bars. We'll talk to each other. It's like, that just proves that this entire thing's a fucking sham. That proves that this is a farce. Like, do you believe? I
knew you were going to say farce.
Do you believe in what you're saying or not? Because if you do, then you wouldn't want to come within 100 feet of Ted Cruz. Maybe they don't anyway, but it was just the first name that
Yeah,
came
that's
to
a bad
mind.
example. Yeah,
I don't think
nobody.
I don't
they
think
voted
any
that
of the
in,
Republicans
the
do.
Senate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, of any of those other
I know,
people,
because
or even
they're-
Joe Manchin or something like that when he was in there, like it's like I wouldn't.
their constituents are out
what
here
do you have
shouting.
to hang out with them? Like
It's like we cause arguments with. I mean, like we're out here like talking
Yeah.
to people, being like, no, people, snatching MAGA hats off people at the bar and throwing them in the trash and like
Yeah.
protesting and like, like out here having our opinions and trying to stand by our values. And Chuck Schumer's over here. We're like, oh, we'll get it passed. We'll get it passed if we go to the gym. When you're sweating
Yeah.
there next to somebody, you can really have some good
You're really on the
conversations
same
or whatever.
page.
It's like,
we're really the same. Yeah, that's what we've been
It's like-
complaining about. We're
and
really
don't
all
you call
kind of
those
the same.
motherfuckers a threat to democracy and like this blah 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 violating the Constitution? Are we the same? Because I'm not the same as that.
Yeah,
You're the
That's-
same as that.
That's the problem. It's like, just be real about this. Like, do you believe that? Do you hold these certain values or not? Do you
These truths
have
to be self-evident?
yeah? Do you have any values that separate you from these people that you are clashing with legislatively? Like, because
Because
you
this
talk
isn't a
about-
basketball game. Because you're
because-
not clashing on the fucking court over
Yeah.
a game. You're clashing legislatively over these things that affect fucking people that are like the foundation of like our society and part of like our culture and how we treat people and how people's lives get to be, like whether or not they die in the streets fucking homeless or they buy 8 yachts because they got to spend out their tax sort of thing. It's like, this isn't a game. This isn't a show. Your decisions actually do affect us
Yeah.
in a big way.
and they're just sitting there
Like-
at the martini bar, afterwards, just complaining.
Everybody's telling us to stop doing what we're trying to do.
But and the thing is, so you talk about, when it's a game, when it's a sport, there's winners and losers. When there's winners, there has to be a loser, and that's just the way that it works. And you learn from that, and that's what makes competition fun. Yada yada yada. But the thing is, with not even just politics, with like progress, with like legislation, with governance, I feel like the big problem with it being a game to these people is that since it isn't a game, really, technically, philosophically, whatever, there don't have to be losers. If people actually all operated with the same set of facts, without the biases and like corruption of their donors and this and this and that, Republican, Democrat, whatever the fuck, if it was 435 people in the House, and then these senators, like technically it's like there don't have to be these compromises where people lose. You could actually just do things that are only good for the country. You could. It's possible. That's the whole problem, is that then we are just convinced for our entire lives, and we're told by these people, well, you got to give something up to get that. Nope, you got to have compromise. You got to, because, someone's got to lose somewhere. It's like, no.
Why?
The only thing would be like, rich people have less money or something, which isn't a loss. That's not a loss for America. That's not a loss for humanity or for our economy or for
Barely
the
even a loss
infrastructure
for people
or for
who
the
have
government.
less wealth.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even a loss for those rich people. They're still fine. Like, we could still operate in a way wherein progress is just constantly happening. It's possible. Like, we're in the 21st century. We have 350 million people and the most incredible economic infrastructure in the history of the world, and yet you convince all of us, well, there's only so much we can do, because we're given this weird binary that supposedly everything operates on, and it's just, it's just made up. It's arbitrary. It's just imposed by the wealthy, really, at the end of the day.
I think I have is a zero-sum game, meaning that there has to be a winner and there's only one winner and a loser, or is that both? What is that?
I don't know. I'm
zero-sum
stupid.
game? Anybody? No, I know. Well,
let's see what Conservapedia says about it.
I have Conservapedia pulled up, but I just was thinking about, they don't. There's a difference between giving something up or whatever and unintended consequences. It's sure, you can pass legislation and then down the road it's oh, okay, other things have changed. There's this consequences for this part of you, good intentioned or whatever, but things cannot turn out. But I feel it's well, because it's just totally off the table to, abolish billionaires or whatever. That's how it's you can't just, I'm thinking rich people, that. It's you can still be the richest people, but you'll just be less rich than you are now and have more money, have more wealth, but you'll still be, relatively, well, not quite as relatively as now.
Be the same.
You're still up there. It doesn't really matter. But before get off the topic of being deadly unserious, to get down to the serious business of Conservapedia, kind of goes into what I was.
Don't quote me on that, though.
These people they're unserious, but you know what they're not? Funny. They're not funny. Conservatives are not funny. Okay,
and
so
unfunny. Oof, bad combination.
Oof. It's awful. Okay, so I didn't
straight goofy.
It doesn't even make sense to me. I don't get how you can be like that. So Ted Cruz, I learned on Jon Stewart last night.
That's not funny. Okay,
he loves The Simpsons. Loves. Yeah, I was going to tell you to watch that. He does an impression. Okay,
he's my favorite seasons are 22 and 23.
No, he says that the leftists are Lisa, and he loves The Simpsons, and he admires Homer or whatever. And I'm okay, wait though. Okay, so why do you like it? Because what do you think the jokes are? I don't. Are you not they don't get the jokes. They don't get it. It's what do you think? It's because it's cartoons. Are you a child?
He's because they really make Lisa look condescending and rude.
That's what he likes that, and it's you're not Homer, who's he's an idiot, by the way. If you identify with him, he's a total fucking moron. Mm-hmm. But you're obviously Mr. Burns or these sleazy politicians or whatever. What do you like about the show? I don't get what you're getting out of these jokes.
Who he is and who he sounds exactly like is the blue-haired lawyer. Oh. That's what he is. And his voice sounds like that, too.
It just was, he does a whole impression. He does Lisa, Homer, I think he did Bart's voice or whatever. It was a whole compilation, and then doing impressions from Star Wars, a Yoda impression from Star Wars, and the whole scene in The Princess Bride of
that's his favorite movie.
And he said, to bluff, and liar, and then he's doing this whole back and forth, a one-man show of that scene, you're a witch, and all this kind of stuff, and it's it really is it was so fucking cringe. It was I was just astounded by it, and how fucking lame it was, and how they're just lacking this, what it means to have a sense of humor, maybe an understanding of irony. Is this irony having an understanding that's the foundation of humor, sort of, or that kind of way of thinking about things? They're just missing it, and that's how they can be such fucking hypocrites. They just don't understand these how Charlie Kirk would like South Park or whatever. I'm I don't get what you guys don't get about these. Like, what do you find amusing and good about it? Because that's not what other people are getting.
And what is Ted Cruz? It makes you wonder which way he's grifting. Which way is he faking it? That dude went to Princeton. Like,
no, he's loves
not
The Simpsons.
Stupid.
I mean,
like, so is his whole conservative thing just a disgusting money making shtick? Well, I mean, it's like so many of the conservatives nowadays are failed theater kids. It's crazy.
That's exactly what we were saying. They like attention. But that's what they, these positions of power, he's on TV. Ted Cruz is a household name, not just in Texas. And they get blah, 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 put on a show. But they're not like good for anything but grifting, I guess, or whatever. Because they don't have like a creative sort of bone in their body
but
or
they
whatever.
Get to be on TV like all the time. Like was mentioned on...
Be like a game show fucking participant or whatever, because that's all it is. Back to it all being a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is to them. It's just a big show.
Well,
we just watched,
was mentioned on the Tim Heidecker Hassan thing. I think it's Andrew Breitbart. Washington D.C. is Hollywood for ugly people. That's what, and that's a well-known saying. It's like it's so funny because it's like they want
beauty
to be.
Comes from within, and they're fucking losers on the inside. That's what
it's like.
Ugly.
Yeah, it's for those people that are going to be, known. They want to be known. They want to be on TV. They want to be in the papers. They want to be celebrities without being
be somebody
like good looking or likable.
Or really talented at certainly not like emoting or what makes actors so great is they can like get into a role and you can really feel the pain
work.
like Diego Luna
they can
on
do
Andor
work.
After his friend dies. I felt like I could feel the crushing weight of all of it just looking in his eyes and really makes you feel something like really just like people die all the time in Andor.
I'm just kidding.
But really, just like, man, you're like so moved. You could really just feel it. You feel something. And then we have motherfuckers like Trump reading his speech at the table to like the king and queen and stuff. It was so like, it was just so embarrassing and like totally lacking in charisma.
In
and
front
just
of
like
the king of England.
when they have to actually be serious about like this treasured relationship that is, whatever colonialism and all that kind of white supremacy aside, we were a colony of theirs. We've maintained a relationship. It goes back the entirety of United States history. It's like they've always been allies besides when we killed each other a bunch back in the beginning. But after that, World War II, we've been like, we've butted heads, respect, mutual respect, a strong relationship, And he's there just like, and the relationship over the years has been, we speak the same language, Shakespeare, Dickens, whatever. It just was like, and his speech was pretty, it was, I don't know what it would have sounded like if someone else said it. It was nice,
fine.
But just him, it's like, man, they just like,
you stink at this.
Don't give a shit. You like really don't give a shit.
He just opened up with
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel
awesome.
and the United
Israel
States.
And the United States, the two big colonial failures of the British Kingdom. That's for sure.
Sure. Oh, they suck and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, even within, the history, blah, 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 and statesmanship or something, when it comes to actually like serious, like they hold their stupid fucking rallies where they babble on and just say, racist, horrible things. Then when it comes to like, serious, like meaningful things. Oh my God, I'm just remembering Joe Biden. It's probably because he's demented, but it's like, I formally apologize about.
See, that's when you're putting in work. No.
Yeah, like the
They're just at
treatment
the
of
wrong time in the wrong
indigenous
way,
people.
not with anything like that makes any difference.
Yeah, exactly. And it feels like maybe there was some sort of heartfelt feeling there, maybe sort of, but I want to see just like some more humans in charge, like human beings.
Yeah.
Like Barack
Not
Obama for
lizards
being
in
a
a skin
drone
suit.
striking deporter, he cried on TV after Sandy Hook. And it's like, isn't it nice when the president cries after a bunch of 6-year-olds are shot in school?
I mean, that was like, you can just look at that where it's like, it was already just going further and further downhill with Barack Obama. Like, you hit that point, you still can't get anything done, and then he's just sucked into the vortex of just Democratic Party elite, don't give a shit. They're all on the same team. They all do the same shit.
They all drink
Who gives a
martinis
fuck?
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They're the ugly people that would get kicked out of LA.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Barack Obama is the only one that could make it in Hollywood. And it's like, and look
Yeah.
at what that's done for him. Nothing.
Yeah, I guess Ronald Reagan was in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But,
And that's why he was
yeah.
one of the
And
most...
he was too ugly.
One of the
Yeah.
most successful presidents, unfortunately. But so a zero-sum game is a competition among two or more participants for a fixed amount or quantity of winnable goods. Whatever one participant gains necessarily comes at the expense of the other participants. Thus, the sum of all gains and losses is zero, hence the name. But of course, Conservapedia has to follow it up with zero
hell
sum.
yeah.
Contradicts the win-win sales model that voluntary transactions are beneficial to both parties. Zero sum denies the benefits of
my
economic
God.
growth. As President Kennedy said, a rising tide. Oh my God, they spelled tied wrong. It's on like a rope gets tied or a game is tied. A rising
my
tide
God.
lifts all boats and assumes one person's gain or profit comes at another person's loss. Zero-sum thinking results in rationing or, quote, sustainability, as the word is often misused in modern times. Zero-sum thinking results in dividing up limited resources rather than focusing on expanding opportunities to create new wealth. How are you not going from there to arrive at an anti-capitalist position at some point? Like, there's no such thing as unlimited resources, you moron. But it's like that's the entire reason that capitalism has led to the deaths of tens of millions and destroyed the entire planet. Because resources are limited. But and then one sentence
But
at
the
the
stock
end.
market ceiling,
zero sum
infinite.
is anti-entrepreneurial.
That's so funny. Oh my God. Like, to go into like a business.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
They gotta
But it
bring
is
it
like,
up.
yeah, someone wins, someone loses.
social conservatives
is.
recognize that rights are a zero-sum game. As Bill Borst states, whoever Bill Borst is, because he doesn't have a link here. I say that any time that a new right is born in the zero-sum game of life, it impinges the freedom of another. Okay, he sounds like a fucking loser.
Literally anybody can say whatever the fuck they want and it's not true. Like, doesn't make it true just because he said it.
An example of this is the homosexual agenda.
Of course.
Which is a purple link in mine, Conservapedia.
Yeah. Oh, I
As
got a purple
LGBT
link for ya.
plus activists demand new rights for themselves at the expense
At
of
the
the
expense.
religious freedom of Christians and other social conservatives. How? Where's your citation here?
Because then I have to see gay people.
As social conservatives correctly predicted, it is not possible to expand rights to cover, for example, both the right to same-sex, quote, marriage and the religious freedom of cake bakers. It's not possible. It's simply not possible. It is a zero-sum game.
That is so funny. Wow. Yeah, it's like, well, they could just not be bakers, but whatever. Because, I mean, unless you're born a baker. If there's a baker gene in your
I got the baker gene. Well, my name is Jim Baker, so I was born a baker. Remember Jim Baker?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I was just thinking about him the other day.
Yeah, right. Right.
Into the rice!
Oh, let's see. References. How was this a reference? This was... Oh, zero sum contradicts the win-win sales model. And their reference is Adam Smith described the process. Give me that which I want, and you shall have this which you want, is the meaning of every such offer. And it is in this manner that we obtain from one another the far greater part of those good offices which we stand in need of. From the Wealth of Nations, Book 1, Chapter 2. That doesn't, like, what? Okay, so that's not a zero-sum game. But why bring it up? I don't get it. I don't understand. The new 3 R's by Bill Borst. Ooh, yeah, this is great. So their third citation is to bbprof.wordpress.com. The Gospel Truth, the right stuff at wordpress.com weblog. Holy moly, this is like a blog. This is like from 2010.
I just want to read you, okay, because I also had Conservapedia. I felt a little bit bad about, cheating on the New York Post, so I just fell so hard for Conservapedia.
Yes.
Like, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
It blows
I am now a reactionary conservative.
It blows me away every time I open it. I'm just enthralled. So there's in the news what the mainstream media isn't fully covering. The creep is back. Unfunny Kimmel returns. So I'm going to click on this.
Okay.
The creep is back. Yeah. So this is Town Hall. I don't know what that is, but that's the name of it. Town Hall tip sheet. Disney announces Jimmy Kimmel will return to the air Tuesday night. Okay, so so their opening thing, late night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel will return on air to Tuesday night after being suspended for lying about the suspect believed to have fatally shot Charlie Kirk, whatever. So it's just an article about that. So
he didn't lie.
I want to say though, it's just an article, whatever they're saying about that. What really got me was I just happened to see the editor's note. So editor's notes, we all know at the bottom of articles are usually like, maybe they misquoted something. They're just like, or some update
Give some
has happened or
context.
something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. Editor's note. The Democrat Party has never been less popular as voters reject its globalist agenda. Okay. That's the editor's note to this article.
Actually, I mean, it has been less popular. That was recent, but its popularity has gone up ever since Trump came into office.
I just think that's quite an editor's note for an article about
moronic
Disney, and it was really, I really like
it's like
that.
Jimmy Kimmel is coming back to the air after his horrific statements about Charlie Kirk. Editor's note.
Because there's so much I would love to know about being a 21-year-old girl.
Like what?
Okay.
Oh, also, so this is a encyclopedia, right? So another thing about Jimmy Kimmel was Sinclair Broadcasting and Nexstar still refused to re-air the Troll. So Troll is a link, and so I click on Troll, and it's the term internet troll refers to someone who acts in a way that disrupts or disparages others, often to attract attention to the troll. And it's like, that's what you're talking. It isn't troll like a lot. I mean, there's all kinds of.
There's
Wikipedia,
great examples of trolling, and I mean,
well, I mean,
a huge part of internet culture.
But it's not.
See also
it's just troll. There's a Fremont troll here in Seattle.
Troll
it was
dolls,
very famous. There's ever heard of Lord
trolls.
of the Rings and stuff? I mean, over and over, and it just immediately into
My
and
friend
Jesus
growing
explains the
up, his
existence
little
of trolls.
sister was a troll.
Jesus explains the existence of trolls in the parable of the tares in Matthew.
What?
Whatever. But while everyone was asleep, his enemy came and sowed weeds in the middle of the wheat and then left. So that's an internet troll there.
Oh my god! What is
I wish
we do a little
Parable of the
trolling. It's
Tares.
called we do a little trolling.
Parable of the Tares
that was
is
in
not
the Bible.
We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
He's like planting that's just the really funny. And Parable of the Tares, which is Tares, is not a link, which is interesting because they're referencing something. It's like, okay, what is that? I mean, are you an encyclopedia or not?
Oh my god! Sorry, I got distracted by something I got to tell you about here.
Tell me.
Okay, so, Conservapedia. Fake news. Fake news refers to bias in the media that is so misleading that is actually false. I mean, I hate how much fake news got warped. I mean, by Donald Trump is the guy who did it, but I mean, fake news. It was crazy. The actual fake news things that were happening in 2015 and 2016, where it was just like literally planting what looked like legitimate local news things with articles, and then people would share them and reference them, and it was just fake.
Yes.
It was just straight up, literally just
They're
fake
eating
news.
the dogs.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, but I mean, it was crazy. I mean, what was it? In 2016, it was like the second most shared news story on Facebook was literally fake news about Hillary Clinton. It was crazy. God. And so, you know, these places, and you'd try to figure out, wait a minute, what is this? What WCTA, you know, in Missouri? And you look, it's like, well, this isn't even a real news station. You do some digging and you realize they just made that website a month ago. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a Russian bot farm, or, you know, I mean, from anywhere, because people could do it. There were those people in America that were doing it. And they even said, they're like, yeah, it's just all the right wing, all the ones targeting the right wing, we kept up because they actually work. Because they're so stupid. Yeah. But
it was worth the effort.
But now it's just like, yeah, if things are misleading enough that it fooled me, then it's fake news or something. I don't know. But just scrolling down here, I was looking at they have a paragraph here. Hollywood fake news is in the form of, quote, docudramas, unquote, that mix factual content with falsehoods, such that viewers are misled into thinking that the falsehoods are true, as in the upcoming Mrs. America miniseries. I was like, what? And so what is the Mrs. America miniseries that has a link on here? As an example, Mrs. America is a 9-part docudrama about Phyllis Schlafly, which aired on the Hulu network starting April 15th, 2020, and in July in England, starring Cate Blanchett as Phyllis Schlafly. It has been nominated for 10 Emmys.
Wow, I never heard of that before.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago, I guess. Oh my gosh, this article, this is funny. I didn't really read it, but I was like, oh, that's what this is. And they have to insert, you know what real fake news in Hollywood is? Anything that says shit about my mom.
Yeah. That's so funny.
It says, the acting is superb, but its script is more stereotypical than factual. Its theme is that Phyllis was trying to succeed in a man's world and did not realize how it was discriminating against her too.
Oh God, you're a critic for a job, or what is this?
No,
what
this
is it? Oh, this is on
article.
Conservapedia.
Yes, this is the Conservapedia article entry on Mrs. America.
Oh, this isn't like the citation or like. Oh,
no,
wow.
This is the link to. No, none of the links in Conservapedia go to citations. They just go to other Conservapedia articles.
I was just reading the news.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
But and it says. Kate Blanchett portrays Phyllis as powerful but cold and condescending, unlike the real Phyllis. While pretending to be factual, the script has a role for entirely fictional character named Alice, portrayed as a non-existent best friend of Phyllis. Let's see, there is a citation.
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
called storytelling.
Oh, and
that's what there's often like fake characters put into like books and stuff like that to tell a story, because then you have someone so their character isn't just talking to themselves the whole time.
As it says, the role of Alice is to recite false statements designed to improperly create an impression. Oh man, another connection error.
Yeah.
You've been talking and I didn't know it. Okay.
No, I wasn't talking.
Okay. The role of Alice is to recite false statements designed to improperly create an impression that Phyllis said or agreed with the falsehoods, which she did not. The miniseries oddly portrays Phyllis as wearing only a wedding band, rather than also wearing an engagement ring, as Phyllis always wore and most traditional women have.
Oh my God.
Let's see. They also create an imaginary Pamela, who is supposedly a young, naive housewife, an early supporter of Phyllis Schlafly's Stop era effort. Ironically, despite the don't try to make words like this. Faux-umentary? Because there's an X in there, he thinks it works.
Foxumentary?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Foxumentary? Mm-hmm. No, that's faux-umentary. F-A-U-X-U-M. Being intended
no hyphen? Man,
no.
That's an ugly-ass word.
Yeah. Being intended to demonize Phyllis Schlafly as propaganda for the pro-ERA crowd. Many leftists, upon seeing the trailer and her speeches supplied in the trailer, came out as agreeing with Phyllis Schlafly regarding why the ERA should not be passed. Now, of course, the ERA that they're always referring to in here, that they don't link to another article for or anything like that, is the Equal Rights Amendment. Because she was anti-Equal Rights
linked?
Amendment.
Yeah, that's not linked in there?
No, I'm sure that they have a... Oh, see also, Real Mrs. America, a critique of the fake docudrama. That's a link.
It's called a faux-umentary.
Get it right. It's called a fauxumentary. Fauxumentary.
Man, that's some really bad writing. Just like really bad, not just faux-umentary. It's like, whatever, playing around with words is fun. But just like one of those first sentences was like, what the hell? It's just like, I can imagine it. He just like sits down at his computer. He's like, which it's not. And that she was also about to, and like, just like some, just like, and then, okay, publish. Not gonna look back, not gonna edit it,
nope.
Anything, just like,
a rising
and
tide
your first thoughts.
lifts all boats.
Golly.
Oh boy.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
No, I looked back
just like
on his article and he said,
so thoughtful. So thoughtful.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm trying to search for Equal Rights Amendment on here, and it's just, God, their search function is so broken so often. Oh, there is a random page button. I didn't notice that before.
Oh, nice. Go some deep dives down some weird paths.
Every single... Oh. Jeez, you see that first in the news thing about... illegal immigrant from atheistic communist Cuba murders Indian American entrepreneur in Texas with Trump vowing justice.
Oh, God.
Let's see if this will actually load. Breaking. Nazi simp and Trump would-be assassin Ryan Ruth guilty on all charges.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What
He
is-
tried to assassinate him on the golf course or something. I didn't really look into it, but
What is Nazi
we're gonna have to
scent?
wrap this
Yeah.
episode
Yeah,
up
anyway.
because my tummy is upset.
His
and I
fummy?
have to use the bathroom.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
People have to
so-
flush their toilet 15 times.
And by people, I mean you.
So
Yeah, next
that's
time.
what we were going to talk about. We were going to talk about stress, and maybe that's what this
That's
is. I have
funny.
Some cramps, and
Yeah.
you know, but instead we
That's
just
not
goofed
funny!
off like a bunch of goof offs. So, anyways,
Goofballs.
love you.
Next time we can look at this incredibly long article on the Equal Rights Amendment. So,
Oh hell yeah, absolutely,
okay.
absolutely.
Shout out to R.M.
Okay.
Brown.
Our Lord and Savior.
Shout
Shout out to Danae.
Shout out to all the
Head bonk to individuals.
and oh my gosh.
That was a really nice one. Thanks, Inane Blather.
Shout out to Amanda.
Thank you. Shout out
Okay.
to Amanda and Hubby. Okay, bye.
And all right,
Okay.
love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Love you. Bye.